Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kickoff show here on night one of WrestleMania. As you can see, the beautiful WrestleMania stage just being shown off, as we all know that we love to see those WrestleMania stages every year. But this is the Kickoff show, ladies and gentlemen, and we are not just going to be staring at that stage for long, because here tonight we have two matches here on the Kickoff show, one of which will be commentated by myself. As you can see, Brian Kendrick makes his WWE return ever since 2016 against ECW's Santos Escobar, El Hijo del Fantasma, in a first-round matchup for the Cruiserweight Classic. That is going to be the first matchup here tonight, but special matchup here tonight. Big E Langston and Austin Theory and Bronson Reed have one last chance to get on this WrestleMania card. The winner of this triple threat matchup will take the final spot and replace Bobby Roode in the Money in the Bank ladder match to kick off WrestleMania Night 1. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. Money in the Bank will be kicking off Night 1 of WrestleMania, and all you got to do is just get hyped. But as you can see, this sold-out stadium here in Lumen's Field. Here in Lumen's Field, we are just prepared for two hells of a night. And we're not even on the main show yet, ladies and gentlemen, but glad to see a cruiserweight veteran such as Brian Kendrick back in the saddle, back in his home. I mean, he's a former cruiserweight champion, former WWE Tag Team champion. Brian Kendrick, he won that cruiserweight championship all the way back in 2016, defeating TJ Perkins, and Brian Kendrick took a leave of absence, and then he did not take a leave of absence because he competed for the Intercontinental Championship all the way back at Extreme Rules. Then he was exiled from the Miz Network for his devastating loss for being the first man eliminated in that matchup. But as you can see, Brian Kendrick now back in the saddle, and he's ready to, get closer and closer to what he used to have around his waist, and that was the Cruiserweight Championship. But like I said, there's still so many people involved in this tournament. It's almost obnoxious. And we also just want to mention how the Cruiserweight Classic brackets will be updated to confine with the new draft that has taken place here in WWE. Currently, they are being discussed by management backstage. All three general managers want to put in their recommendations, but as we all know, Vince McMahon is the one who has the final say in which brand, or what person goes to which brand, rather. Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma have been making one hell of an impact on ECW in the short time that they have been there. Santos Escobar defeating, I don't remember who won the matchup. I apologize for my mind being foggy, but main evented ECW not too long ago against Bobby Roode. And Santos Escobar, he has been dying to get that Cruiserweight Championship. Legado del Fantasma has been colliding with Chad Gable and Otis Dozovic of the Alpha Academy. Kota Ibushi and Chad Gable will be fighting each other in the kickoff of Night 2. That will be coming in the next time you see us, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see, Brian Kendrick and Santos Escobar. Oh my God, the straight disrespect from Santos Escobar. Not even showing respect to this legend. Oh, and Kendrick fires right back with one. Oh, wait, but Escobar fires away with a chop. He tried to go for an enziguri, but Brian Kendrick moves out of the way. Kendrick trying to take control again, but Santos Escobar with a kick to the gut. And look at this now, Santos Escobar into a package position. Brian Kendrick puts himself up and throws him away with a Hurricane Rana. Brian Kendrick, he's still got it. That's all I gotta say. He's still got it. And look at this now. Brian Kendrick has Santos Escobar, and he drops him on the back of his head with a dragon suplex. Could have it here, but Brian Kendrick, in the very early goings of this matchup, you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch. And Brian Kendrick has taken his time, meticulously picking apart Santos Escobar in any capacity. But now Santos Escobar with the reversal kick to the gut, attack to the back. Oh, and again, Santos Escobar going to take control. Oh. Beautiful Saito suplex, dropping Brian Kendrick right on the top of his head. And the ever so cocky Santos Escobar just, calls himself El Hijo del Fantasma. And, I mean, that lucha style that he possesses, I mean, almost a grounded version of lucha style. I mean, we don't really see him go to the top rope that often, but when he does, he makes an impact. And there you can see Brian Kendrick showing the same amount of respect, which is none, for Santos Escobar, who has been just a thorn in the side of Kendrick throughout this entire matchup, and it's only been 3 minutes. And as you can see, look at this, Santos Escobar going to go for a back suplex. Brian Kendrick lands on his feet, and look at this now, locks in a crucifix pinfall. Santos Escobar with the shoulders down. Kendrick could be walking away with a huge victory. But Santos Escobar able to maneuver himself out of that. Brian Kendrick with an Irish whip sends Santos Escobar out to the outside. But a huge right hand sends Escobar down to the outside. And Brian Kendrick now, he slowly, like I said, he's using this slow style. I mean, for a cruiserweight matchup, I would assume you would want to be all over the place. You'd be wanting to do these high-flying maneuvers. But it looks like Santos Escobar is going to take control as he drops Brian Kendrick face first onto the apron. Good Lord, Santos Escobar just delivering a huge amount of punishment right now to Brian Kendrick. And Santos Escobar, now he goes to the top rope. Brian Kendrick trying to get back up to his feet. Santos Escobar, he was in control, but Brian Kendrick was too quick on the draw as he sends Santos Escobar away with a deadly drive. And now Brian Kendrick goes to the top rope. Santos Escobar is down and out. But look at this now, Brian Kendrick with a crossbody. I don't think he caught much of it, but took out both of them in the process. Kendrick quickly back up to his feet. Brian Kendrick missed that. No, I don't think he missed. He must have whiffed Santos Escobar. Didn't have enough juice in the tank. You want to give that one to Matthew. There you go. But as you can see, Brian Kendrick, he continues the assault here on Santos Escobar. And Santos Escobar, he's known for that Phantom Driver that he's been utilizing so much, that the thrill of the kill, that devastating pile driver. But whoa, look at this! Handspring out of the ropes into a cutter. Well scouted by Santos Escobar. I thought maybe he was going to go attempt a pinfall, but he's going to attempt a submission instead as he pulls Brian Kendrick down to the ground, puts him into a sharpshooter, but Kendrick immediately grabbing that bottom rope. And now Santos Escobar, look at this now, has Brian Kendrick. Whoa! Oh, Tiger Driver slamming him down into the pinfall. Escobar not even a count of 2 before Kendrick was able to get out of there. That was Escobar going to the second rope. Look at this beautiful drop kick. Beautiful drop kick now into the pinfall. Santos Escobar could be putting away Brian Kendrick here, but no. Santos Escobar still beside himself, still trying to put a wedge between him and Kendrick. Oh my God. It's just a disrespectful slap, and Kendrick gets back up to his feet and he fires away with a forearm and a headbutt. Look at this, Brian Kendrick showing that aggression that we've seen from him all the way back in 2016. But now Brian Kendrick pulling Santos Escobar back up to his feet. And Brian Kendrick, whoa, wait a minute, slams him down again for a crucifix bomb. Like I said, Brian Kendrick and Santos Escobar are a part of the Cruiserweight Classic. And, with the WWE draft coming up, we, don't want to... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Brian Kendrick has Santos sliced bread number 2. And look at this now. He hooks both legs. 1, 2. Brian Kendrick's going to move on. No, was not going to be able to put him away there. I thought maybe Brian Kendrick had the win, but he might have it now. He's got the bully choke locked in. Santos Escobar able to get, just like Brian Kendrick before, Santos Escobar followed in his footsteps, and he got his foot on that rope, and Escobar's pumped up. Look at this now as he fires away, but now Kendrick, he's firing away as well. Look at the shots to the knee, and Kendrick, oh my God, he gets caught with one of his own. Santos Escobar looking at him right in the face. And another huge right hand. Takes control as Santos Escobar sent it to the corner. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful hops over. Brian Kendrick throws the clothesline. Santos Escobar throws one of his own, but Kendrick throws a drop kick. Now, wait a minute now. He's going to take control. Saito suplex. Beautiful exchange of reversals from Escobar and Kendrick. And so far, Escobar is taking control. But wait a minute now. What is this? Santos spikes him down for a DDT. Kendrick's head just implanted into the mat. Santos Escobar firing away, but no, Kendrick fires away with a kick of his own. And, oh my God. These hard-hitting strikes from both of these men are just reliant on knocking each other out, it seems almost. And if you haven't checked out the Cruiserweight Classic, I would check out some of the episodes. You'll miss some bangers in there, like Isaiah Swerve Scott making his debut against against the United States champion Drew Gulak. And not to mention the absolute banger that Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly put on. Look at this. Oh my God. Brian Kendrick with a huge senton from the second rope. And look at this now. I guess maybe he wants to finish the trifecta as he goes to the top rope now. Brian Kendrick telling Santos Escobar to get back up to his feet. Escobar is in a bad position here. Brian Kendrick, missile drop kick, but Escobar moves. Santos Escobar moves right out of the way. Oh, and a right hand, and another one. Brian Kendrick is dazed and confused, but Escobar still continues on. And look at this now, tried to go for something big there, but Santos Escobar gonna take control of the matchup. Wait, DDT maybe, but no, Kendrick, what a counter into a Northern Lights suplex into the pin, no. Escobar with a quick kick out, that was very close to 3. And Kendrick, he's still showing everybody that he's, relying on taking the opportunity as Escobar checking his stain, checking out his cut on his head. Kendrick trying to go for a crossbody, but Santos Escobar catches him midair, pops him up to his shoulders. Phantom driver. 1, 2. What a win for Santos Escobar. One hell of an upset for sure. Santos Escobar picking up the win here tonight and defeating Brian Kendrick, moving on in the Cruiserweight Classic. And we would be showing the brackets right now, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said, they are still being evaluated if we need to change the slots around or anything. But as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, here is the match card for here tonight. Sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. As you can see, ECW, Sami Zayn, and Bobby Roode was supposed to be the men for ECW. Ricochet and Oney Lorcan of Raw, and then Kyle O'Reilly and Cedric Alexander of SmackDown. Money in the Bank ladder match. The winner will have a championship match at any time over the next 12 months. And then another feud that has been cloaked in controversy as Matt Riddle will be challenging the United Kingdom champion The Miz for that respective United Kingdom championship, which was originally supposed to be for Dolph Ziggler. But after his injury, The Miz had to step in and under his own management, stepped up to the plate and took the championship as well. And then also a huge hoss fight to say the least, as Monday Night Raw's Keith Lee, SmackDown's Dominik Dijakovic, and ECW's Walter in a interpromotional triple threat matchup. And the winner will be receiving a title shot on their respective brand. And all I gotta say is, prepare for absolute hell. And then as you can see, the SmackDown Women's Championship will be defended in a triple threat match as well, as the deluded and deranged Alexa Bliss will be taking on the equally as insane and maybe inebriated Nikki Cross, as SmackDown Women's Champion Dakota Kai is caught in the middle. Will she be the one to walk out as the victor and retain the championship? But this matchup is a match that has been brewing ever since the beginning of the series. Austin Aries makes his in-ring return, and Randy Orton finally has to suffer the consequences of his actions. Aries and Orton, a dream match to say the least. That is coming later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But then a huge matchup with huge implications, as Reverence, Timothy Thatcher, Cameron Grimes, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins will be taking on Evolution's Triple H, Pete Dunne, Samoa Joe, and Drew McIntyre in the Deadly Towers for the World Tag Titles. And as you can see, this is the official Deadly Towers rules that was announced on the YouTube community page. One participant from each team will start out the match. Elimination occurs by pinfall, submission, or referee decision. Following an elimination, another representative of the team will take his place. The team to eliminate all 4 superstars of the opposing team will win the World Tag Team Championships. It will take place within the confines of a Hell in a Cell. And then finally, jumping the gun allows disqualification of that member. But then also a matchup that has been, well, tragic, as Tyler Breeze will be making his final matchup here in WWE, and it will be for the United States Championship. Tyler Breeze wants to have one last jewel in the crown before he steps away forever. Will Tyler Breeze be able to pick up the victory and the United States Championship? But the main event of this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Bryan
will be stepping into the ring with the World Heavyweight Champion Kevin Owens in a no-holds-barred matchup. This is a matchup that has been brewing for weeks, and now it's finally coming to fruition. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have to move on to our final matchup of the Kickoff show. So let's kick it off to Heel Diggy.
Hello and welcome. This is night 1 of WrestleMania, and we're starting off with the big man himself. That is Big E Langston. This man who was relatively silent for the past few months and just randomly returned the week before living dangerously and destroyed Mustafa Ali, and now this man is here after a back and forth clash with Darby Allin, with Darby Allin picking up the upset victory in the most recent episode of ECW. But Big E Langston has been put into this position by Paul Heyman just to see if he can represent ECW in the best way, in the most extreme way, as your Money in the Bank Championship winner, because that is right, whoever wins this match, it is a last chance, a last grasp at getting in to the Money in the Bank Championship match as the last man represented. Another man that wants the last chance into the Money in the Bank Championship match is Austin Theory, a man that has been absolutely impressive as of late, debuting last month at Living Dangerously, picking up a W against Johnny Curtis. He would then go on to face the ECW champion in a title match on the next 2 nights, but he could not pick up the win and very nearly won it. But a loss is a loss, and even though he may not be the most professional, he has enough in-ring ability to take himself seriously, go on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase and become your new face of the ECW division. Who knows? Who the hell knows? But if there's one thing that can stop both of these men in their tracks, it is an absolute monster. The Ozilla. That is Bronson Reed, an absolute hard-hitting SOB, a former member of the Guild, completely decimating Bobby Roode, just to show that there is only one man that could lead this man. There's only one man that Bronson Reed could give his ultimate devotion to, and that was the late, great Brody Lee. And Bobby Roode was simply a placeholder, and Bronson Reed decided to put him to rest and say enough is enough. I am the man that leads myself. And he was controversially put into this match to everyone's surprise, including myself. But who knows, this man could break out as ECW's next big thing. You could see a change of attire for him. He could pull out the breakout move of this whole show in the form of the tsunami. And it's all for that shot at the Money in the Bank briefcase. This is it. 3 men that want their last chance at stardom. And here we go. Big drop kick by Bronson Reed to start off. You can see Austin Theory just doing the smart thing, staying out of harm's way. But Bronson Reed just bulldozing him, bulldozing right through him. Now you can see Big E. Big E now getting the advantage here, try to get him up with an exploder and a single underhook suplex by Bronson Reed, the absolute monster of a man. Right there, you can see Austin Theory back to his feet, drop kick straight to the back of the head, and now he's just taking out Big E, keeping it one-on-one. That's very smart of Austin Theory here. Wait a second, Bronson Reed got him in the choke slam. Jesus Christ. Bronson Reed taking it to these men. You can see Big E out cold and outside, straight back to his feet though, as the action stays going hard on the inside. You can see Big E coming back into the ring. Bronson Reed was waiting for him, but Big E Langston takes advantage, just breaking the hip down on the knee right there. Now Big E taking it to Austin Theory. Austin Theory turning it into a bulldog. You love to see it. And now an elbow that just took out both men. So I'm talking about. The Ozilla ain't messing about, waiting for one-on-one contest up to the fireman's carry position. And here we go, going for an airplane spin and a TKO. Austin Theory slowly getting back to his feet, trying to get his bearings. Bronson Reed decimating Big E Langston in the inside, but you can see he's fighting back, and now Austin Theory's taking advantage of, and here we go, double teaming the monster now. They're just double teaming him, just a big slug to the face. But alliances do not last long in a triple threat match, as a neck breaker came right out of Austin Theory's handbook right there. And now Big E taking the fight to Theory, but Bronson Reed straight back into the ring. Drop kick takes out Austin Theory, and now it's just face to face in a slam that you heard echo throughout the arena right here. The stadium, should I say. The stadium. And a big power bomb. Big E Langston now. You can see Bronson Reed just rolling to the outside as the action stays going hard inside the ring right here. Going for an STO and drills him with it. Big E Langston in full control of this match right here. Look at that. Jesus, just reversing it right into a DDT, taking out Langston. Wait a second, Reed back into the ring. As you can see, Langston getting advantage. Luthes Press just punching down in the face with those big slug blows. And Austin Theory saying, hell no, I do not want any part of that. Got out of the ring. And you can see Bronson Reed now spear to the gut, but Langston reversals it. Wait a second, Austin Theory's got a chair. He has got a chair. And just hitting him. Jesus Christ. Hit him so hard that the chair could not even last in his hand. And you know, as they say, head meets steel equals collateral damage, and that is exactly what we've seen happen there. And a big bulldog nearly reached the chair, but not so much. Going for a belly-to-belly suplex, should I say. But Austin Theory reversals it straight into a jawbreaker. Now Austin Theory's taking it to the Ozilla, but here we go, he comes right back. Bronson Reed, big Irish whip into the corner, up to the top rope goes Theory. This is not looking good for Austin Theory right here. Bronson Reed's got him all the way up there, double underhook. Here we go, double underhook suplex right off the top rope, and Big E Langston going straight for the pin. One. And hell no, Bronson Reed's not going to let him away with that. You see him just stomping in anger, stomps the ring, stomps Austin Theory. And now Big E just watches on. Big E thinking, what should his next job be? And here we go, a double team in the form of Bronson Reed and Big E right here. Two big men decimating Austin Theory together. Now you can see just trading blows, but Big E Langston ends it with a headlock. Big hammer throw into the corner. Bronson Reed straight back into the hands of Big E. And a scoop slam if I've ever seen one. Absolutely picture perfect right there. Now Big E picking up Bronson Reed in a super kick. Holy Jesus. That echoed throughout the arena, but wait a second, Bronson Reed with a very stiff side Russian leg sweep there. And here we go, Austin Theory coming back now, going for a super kick to the gut. He's got him, here we go. Jesus Christ, the ataxia just decimating Bronson Reed, and this could be it. One, no, just a one count. You can see Big E, last ditch effort to stop that pin there at the one count. Austin Theory is the man standing with a path of destruction surrounding him. That is a big surprise. And here we go, it doesn't hook the leg. That could pay dividends, and it does. only a 1 count. If he hooked the leg, that could have been a totally different story. Fireman's carry float over by Big E here. Austin Theory says no with a punch to the spine. It just destroys him. Bronson Reed just destroys. He destroys Austin Theory like it was nothing. Straight back into the ring he goes. Now Austin Theory is getting decimated by Bronson Reed here. And here we go. Jesus, a belly to belly decimating him. Biggie Langston slowly getting back to his feet as he's taking a breather on the outside. Bronson Reed, oh no. Oh no, with the assistance of the chair, the tsunami! Off the top rope, this is it. 1, 2, 3, and Bronson Reed, the big man himself. That was one impressive tsunami off the top rope, and this has been it for night 1's pre-show. I've been the heel. Now let's enter the main show.